Okay, we're just gonna go through them with your last so you can listen.
Have you watched every episode of Serial Experiments yet?
Okay, so it's gonna be your man. It's gonna be your.
Anna, I go.
No. No Anna.
I vote yes. She's like
I vote
sick.
yes.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you're right.
With sleep?
With you can still win
with sleep,
even if you get slept.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay, Anna's fine. Yeah.
you mean if you get sleep?
Ash,
Yeah.
Ash is fine.
Yeah.
Baptiste,
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, are you banning characters?
Bastion,
Yes.
Yes, of course.
We have to have a Bastion.
Brigitte,
It's required that they have a Bastion.
Bastion.
Said no, I'm pretty.
No, I'm agreed.
Diva, I think.
No.
Diva's boring.
Yeah.
Any of this, pretty much any.
Oh, Roadhog.
Except for Roadhog.
Doomfist,
Doomfist. Yeah.
Genji,
I kind of.
Yeah.
Hanzo,
Yes.
Junkrat,
Yes.
Yeah.
Lucio,
No.
No, no Lucio.
McCree.
Yes.
Yes.
Someone impartial.
Maybe?
needs to be
No.
there.
McCree is like the
McCree, kinda
McCree is
like-
No
perfect.
McCree.
Why no
That's-
McCree?
Because they'd be stunned and then empty clip. That would
Unless
be
you,
dead.
well, unless you.
No.
You can snipe people at a distance.
You can snipe people at distance, but there's characters that are better for like a long distance.
He's
Precise.
A good,
He's
I mean,
cool
a
because
good
it feels like a
I would say
shootout.
McCree's-
Because you can
I agree.
kill the other
Okay,
one.
McCree, but no stuns. Can't use stun.
No, it's
No.
It's like if you find them.
Headshots only.
Headshots only.
You can still like fail.
Horseback.
I'm leaving
Horseback
McCree
or
off.
Riot?
I'm turning May off.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Mercy's. I'm turning Mercy off.
Mercy, no. Farah?
Moira.
Farrah's cool. I like Farrah.
It's fine. I like Moira.
Definitely
I wanna
Farrah.
turn her off.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you think, Jake?
I think, yeah, I don't really want to
Orisa.
do that. No.
Okay.
Farrah.
this the
right one? Reaper.
Yeah.
Reinhardt.
Water.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I would
sorry.
I feel like yes. Sigma, I feel like no.
Yeah, pretty much any
That'll
tank
probably make it
except
a little
for
easier.
Roadhog.
76.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to turn Sunrock.
Yeah,
No, that's fair. Like that's a. I didn't really think about like the similarities on that.
Symmetra.
Too many characters now.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm fine either way.
Symmetra and Torb.
Turn
I
off
would say
Torb.
off.
Oh, what's wrong with Torb?
Definitely Torb off.
I
Torb?
put Torb
No
off.
Torb?
I love Torb.
No, like just no turrets.
Leave it
Torb,
on.
no turrets.
Well, you have to like restrict what you can do.
Torb,
Here,
no
Courtney.
turrets.
Courtney.
No
I'm not-
turrets.
I could do that, but I don't.
Okay, that's fine. We can do that.
No, if Earl doesn't want it, like
Oh, you think
then you
that's
have it's fair. You don't have to depend on like, hey, don't hit this button.
All right, leave Torb on.
promise-
Leave Torb
Pinky
on.
promise, don't hit this
Torb's
button.
on, Okay. Tracer.
Because
No.
someone's gonna
Yes.
shoot, and by someone-
No.
I'm already Tracer.
No lesbians allowed in this.
Widow.
Sorry.
Widow, yes.
Homophobia in this
I
house.
know.
Winston
In
off.
2020.
I'm allowed.
In your house.
I'm allowed.
Only you're allowed.
Winston off.
The irony.
Yes, Winston off.
Wrecking Ball. Off.
Off, yeah.
Zarya off.
Yeah.
Zenyatta, I say on.
Yeah, definitely.
Zenyatta's
Zenyatta's
cool.
good.
Yeah, Zenyatta would be cool. What are you still screaming at a shitty cut screen?
What do you mean? I put a lot of effort into this.
I'm sure. Here, John, pull up chat.
Is that focus?
Okay, so Ryan, Earl and Jacob are competing in a decathlon of games. Best of 11. Well, it's not really a decathlon. There's 11 games. Best of 11. So first to 6 will win the decathlon, and the loser has to pay for mine and the winner's dinner, I think.
Tell me when I'm ready to go. You good?
And
I'm gonna start.
hilariously, we found a place nearby that costs so much money we'll be able to make him go bankrupt, which is
Strangely enough.
pretty enjoyable to the tension, adding to the tension. You know what I mean?
We're starting off with Overwatch 1v1s. We've got McCree first up.
Looks kind of like a.
That's okay.
All right, so this is like a Western duel. The one character you didn't want.
Really good for me to be eating popcorn while we're starting.
Yeah, it's part of the part of the commentating experience.
Alright, they have found each other. Not willing to commit to walking down this hallway, be an easy target for a flashbang.
But I mean, if you were going to be killed in real life, wouldn't you be hesitant to go out there?
Oh, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's gonna take. The Cree's fairly. Ooh, Earl gets the flashbang off. That's what I was saying earlier. McCree's gonna be a big thing. It's like, yes, you can play the long game, but if somebody gets a flashbang off, that's just a guaranteed kill. On to 76.
Halloween versus Christmas.
I'm actually really excited to see 76 duels. So this is basically Rust, right?
Rust?
Who's got the YY ladder stalls?
I don't know. I haven't watched Rust, so I don't know.
No, Rust was a map for COD Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, okay.
Close though.
Ooh.
Earl managed to squeeze that one out too. Not much health left on Earl.
I just the gamer juice.
He's got gamer juice. He's drinking a whiskey sour. Not gonna help him with precise aiming, but maybe belligerent punching. That might be a big Pokeball. Jacob figuring out how Doomfist works in Spawn.
That's what Spawn's for.
He's got the shotgun blast going up. Oh. Absolutely destroyed across the entire open area.
That was
straight to the jaw.
That was a Mike Tyson style finish right there.
Right. Still got an ear left, but
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Alright, so we got Hanzo coming up. It's gonna be a precise long-range duel. I think it's like two arrows to deal a squishy character's health bar.
Which he certainly is.
Fairly high damage, but Jacob also struggling to climb a wall. Not really sure if he knows how this character works, but...
I have a question.
Yes.
Is 200 health a squishy character?
Absolutely.
Then what is Tracer?
Isn't she 200 health?
She's 150.
Oh god. Good. She deserves to be like weak in the fly because she's actually really difficult to pin down. So she has a lot of options for getting out of damage.
Right. But what would you call her if she's not a squishy character?
Featherweight.
Fair
So
enough.
like lightweight versus featherweight. I mean, you know, the usual. Zenyatta is coming up. Interesting to see who gets their Discord orb off first.
Was that a...
Discord or no, but it should be increased damage taken, I believe.
It did, yeah.
So both of them
Ooh,
have swapped their.
Boss is going in for the... No. Okay.
Unfortunate to see that quite a dominant display. That being
He
said,
tries to get off his special beam cannon, but Earl's just too quick, just lays down constant damage. Alright, is that it for Overwatch?
That's it for Overwatch. Was supposed to be a little... Oh, we could do best of 3. Yeah. Okay, so match 1 goes to Earl. Actually, Jacob did try and do special beam cannon thing, or for saving up the shots to hit in rapid succession.
Right, that's what. Yeah.
Earl was just able to get that off a little bit faster. Had some cover readily available, so he could take him by surprise.
Okay.
Because everyone knows that special beam cannon can't go through a tree.
Surprisingly, yes. These characters are big enough and bad enough to save the world from like evil forces that be.
Like gargantuan mechs.
That
but
being
like,
said, trees.
John,
Yeah.
come pick a map for your brother.
pick
Okay.
a map.
Yeah.
We're gonna get John's commentary advice.
You have to come over here.
Oh.
Just pick one of these.
I don't even.
Ooh, trying to
He's putting down his gamer
trying to
juice.
break glassware and spill whiskey in one go.
I mean, it's part of the strategy. Like, could you play as well if your opponent spilled whiskey all over the floor in an angry fit?
No, I think he wouldn't be able to play very well anymore, as his computer would be removed from my home.
Right, but Earl is clearly like significantly better, so maybe
That's true.
it would like even it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still think winning by default would probably be a little bit faster. So we got Reaper Dittos coming up. Kind of interested to see. They're going to have to get fairly close to each other as opposed to like McCree and Hanzo where they can deal long-range damage. They're going to have to commit on getting close enough to one another. Oh, already in. Teleport in from Earl. Shade from Earl and manages to finish off
Ooh,
Jacob.
I actually like that. He came out of shade right when he was reloading.
Yeah, looked for the animations, popped out a shade and finished him off. Unfortunately, Jacob not able to react fast enough and respond with a shade of his own just to give himself some distance and time, but...
I like the combination of the gas mask skin with the T on those.
Yeah,
You know
not
what I
really
mean?
super functional, but the thought that counts, I suppose. Tracer, one of my least favorite heroes coming up. Jacob already actually had to use his rewind to avoid falling there.
Earl still has his. So we'll see
Yeah,
how this
so
goes.
Earl's got an
And
advantage.
doesn't
and
even use it.
Pushes the damage down, throws himself into the pit.
Did you use your rewind,
sacrificing
Earl?
life.
Oh, he did. Okay, never
Earl
mind.
used rewind, so at least it was even. We got Bastion Dittos coming
This
up.
is the match that I've been waiting for.
I'm waiting to see. I want to wait and see if everybody go into turret mode, 500 feet from each other, and never see each other for the next 15 minutes.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like enemy at the gates.
Yeah,
That's what this match is.
I feel like it's also kind of like north moving Zax, south moving Zax from Dr. Seuss, where they're all gonna see. Jacob's seen Earl
Oh,
now.
right, yeah.
He's gonna sit on this side. He's gonna sit on the other side of this pillar, and Jacob's not gonna leave turret mode. Earl might enter it himself. Oh, catches Jacob in a reload animation.
Earl
Manages to
refusing to play like
Pikachu.
a strategic.
Oh,
match.
Jacob leaves turret mode and both enter turret mode behind cover from the other. Extremely tactical gameplay here. Oh, takes the high ground, takes a couple tabs.
No, what I love
in
about
turret
Earl.
mode.
Oh, and
Goes for the
Jake's-
bold move. I mean, he knew he had him. He knew he wanted to make a challenge because Jacob's too much of a pussy to do anything about it. But making a
Jacob's-
push into turret mode does take the penalty of, oh yeah,
Oh, wait,
he's already
I
in
thought
turret
we
mode,
weren't playing
can't
StarCraft
destroy
2.
him.
All right, that's the only joke. I'm done. I won't.
It's
make any more
okay.
jokes
I
right
mean,
now.
it's close. I'm excited for Widowmaker duels. This is gonna be a like high skill, high precision
look through that?
gameplay. Cannot
does it
look
double
through
your
that
does it
scope.
double your zoom?
Does see Earl through it though. Not technically like through it, but you know what I mean.
It worked for him.
Both aware of each other's location. Oh, Earl gets a snapshot off as soon as Jacob goes to reposition. Takes the death.
So do you think Jacob would have won if he had Yeah, take your hat off of the thing. It's how you're cheating. Am I allowed to make JoJo references here?
Depends. Which season?
That was part 3.
Okay. Part 3's okay.
Which parts do you not allow?
Actually, they're all good. I really don't care. I like JoJo a lot. You know.
Oh, no, it didn't.
I'm excited to see Roadhog duels. They do have a self-heal option, however,
It's interesting.
by the time you're using self-heal, they're probably going to be hooked and in close quarters, so it's going to be difficult to reposition yourself far enough away to where if you have to use healing first, you're still probably in a pretty rough situation. However, they are dancing around the hole in the map.
Right, I was just about to
trying
say.
to give the hook.
It seems like that's kind of the only thing they're going
Ooh,
for here.
Earl goes for an aggressive push, closes the distance, and makes the hole an unviable strategy. Both miss their hooks. Jacob healing in plain sight,
Earl still
not
has
waiting
his
for
heal.
cover. Still has his heal, actually still has his hook, but Jacobs is coming back off of cooldown soon. Oh, gets a hook, pulls him in, gets a couple neat shots off,
Oh,
but not quite
and
enough.
Jake just headshots the crap out of Earl.
Manages to land some key shots there, has a higher damage output, and just manages to put it away before Earl can respond with his heal.
Yeah.
Back to McCree, gonna see who manages to get the flashbang off this time.
How does McCree's shadow work?
Shadow.
His face is okay. So his hat comes out to here, right?
Right.
The top of his face is unshadowed, and the bottom of his face has a shadow on
Well, that's why they call it 5 o'clock shadow.
it. Earl takes that game.
Glad to see it. Glad to see it. It's typical Overwatch domination from Earl, just because he has a little bit more technical and practice, or technical knowledge and practice with this game.
I feel like
You play typically DPS, correct? Yeah, so he has a lot more experience with the damage characters. Clear to see why he lost with a Roadhog. Doesn't know what E does.
nice to see that he's actually using his shift here. I was just gonna say that Earl's Hanzo skin is him with like a kind of a hoodie looking. I was gonna say if Earl was a ninja, I feel like that's how he would look. He would.
Yeah, he's edgy enough to do that, something like that. I mean, Hanzo's just an edgy character in general, but kind of glad to see this. A lot of corner peeking. Does manage to land a shot from Earl.
I actually
Takes
don't
him
know
down.
who won this game.
That was Earl.
It was Earl.
Oh,
okay.
far and away.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at that edgy costume.
Yeah, that's
Nothing but leather for that man.
a typical like post.
Oh, look at that
90s
haircut.
anime.
Oh, the smolder.
Oh, and the nose ring.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, very, I guess Earl-esque. He's got nice piercings.
I think
He
Earl's
just-
piercing in
He's
real
just
life.
waiting for Jacob to peek and just nails the crap out of him.
So Earl takes obviously more games.
Jacob taking Roadhog and Bastion. No surprise there, as cancer and memes, a little bit more his speed.
What? So we're getting the next game.
Yeah, that's so you want
An edgy skill shot heroes are Earl's.
Earl's specialty.
Earl's edgy like try hard
also,
skill
also
shot.
like Yeehaw is a guy kind of like fun aesthetic. We're gonna cut over to a cut screen. update the game count. Earl with a 2-1 lead so far.
True.
He's got the classic Jeff games and Overwatch now under his belt.
So
SSX unfortunately did not go in his favor.
That's true. Jake did win that one, and Jake still has melee coming up, which I mean, you know, he's gonna win. And then
Sure, that's fair. That's fair.
Dota. I don't know. I mean, see, Earl's good at Dota, but he's doesn't play mid as much as Jacob does.
That's fair. Earl also. So I'm kind of curious to see how he's warmed up from SSX because I feel like you could have had maybe a Beetle and 7 Ladybugs play better than he did. Just like kind of like in a box with a controller and see what buttons they kind of land on and maybe if they accumulate enough weight to get a button press out of it. That being said, Dota doesn't require brain cells, so that's going for both of them here.
Good thing we're not.
And League requires even
When are we
less.
playing next?
God, League. Oh, we're playing League yet?
Yeah.
Are we playing League next?
Okay.
When are we doing the
playing League
100%
first.
Hollow Knight speedrun?
I don't think that's going to happen, mostly because I don't think Jacob's actually finished that game. Jacob, have you finished Hollow Knight?
Well, he can finish it today when it's
I'm
100%.
gonna start playing it soon.
I haven't
Oh, okay.
barely.
Are you
It's-
going to log? Are you? Oh, okay. You do have the cut screen up. I was like, are you going to put your password on for League?
It's League. It's not like he
Watching
cares.
I don't have desktop capture. I just have it capturing specific.
Okay, good.
Hey, should we talk about our sponsor?
No. What sponsor? High Res?
No, truly.
Oh. Truly. Actually, it's not even the sponsor anymore. Everybody's drinking whiskey now.
Is it truly that our sponsor, or is it Philip?
Earl's having
his trauma.
Evan Williams, and Jacob is having, what's he got? He has a Woodford Reserve Barrel
Double-
Finish Select.
Double oaked.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, finished in a second oak barrel.
But can anything good come out of Kentucky?
Sure, there's some pretty good meth that comes out of there.
Okay, fair enough. But what about whiskey?
Whiskey, yeah, actually, Kentucky's like probably the birthplace of whiskey.
Okay.
Real talk, I won't shit talk Kentucky for whiskey. That being said, that's really all they have going for them.
Meth and whiskey.
Granted,
That's a lot.
better than the Midwest. Midwest just has garage bands and heroin, so
Yeah. I would say that Kentucky is still in the lead over a lot of...
you know what they say about Kentucky? We're not West Virginia.
They do say that. Wait, they say that about Kentucky? Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
something they say about themselves?
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Have you
said
seen
we're,
West Virginia?
You just said we're not West Virginia.
Yeah, Kentucky's not West
So
Virginia.
like not being someone from Kentucky will refer to Kentucky and say we.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, so putting my place as a
Just to clarify.
putting my place as a Kentuckian.
Oh, you're from Kentucky.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But pretending to be a Kentuckian, I would take pride and solace in the fact that I am not in West Virginia.
Right. My issue is just with the fact that you said they say about Kentucky we, which
Yeah,
I'm not
that's what they
disagreeing
say,
with
That's
you.
what they say about Kentucky. They're not West Virginia.
The people in
Yeah,
Kentucky.
they say we're not West
Okay,
Virginia.
see, I'm thinking in terms of other people who don't live in Kentucky,
No.
saying we.
I mean, not necessarily
Do you
bottom
have
of the barrel.
sports?
Again, like,
What? So
No, I feel you.
and even then it's an oak
one
barrel,
band,
so I guess that's kind of
goes
nice.
to, then you
Can
go-
you set up a custom game to do this?
All right, so we're gonna enter
Oh,
into
we just
league,
type the bands in the chat.
do some bands in the chat.
I'm gonna eat a little Heath candy into the microphone just to give our
Please don't.
two
The
viewers.
bands are universal. It's first to destroy tower,
Okay.
first to kill twice before 7 minutes, or first to kill after 7 minutes.
Okay,
What about
first
CS.
CS doesn't matter.
no CS, first to kill after 7 minutes, 2 kills before 7 minutes, or first tower. Let's enter into the custom games.
CS
and
doesn't
get
matter.
all sorts.
I'll
Typical
start
league
bands.
match.
Okay.
What?
What?
CS doesn't matter. Typical league match.
That being said, in what
So you get
realistic life skill does CS contribute to?
I
'Cause
mean,
I can't think of one.
to real life.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like
league
I
is
feel like
basically like actively
Farming.
hurting yourself.
in real life.
Alright,
Yeah.
I get to-
No,
So,
yeah.
like,
You get 2.
So I think it's kind of curious to see like having to care about league
So now I
aspects.
do 2.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know, like it's kind of like
it's like what kind of poison hurts me the less?
yeah, or kind of
Least.
like what kind of woody afternotes are you gonna get on cyanide?
Yeah, that's a good comparison. I
Okay,
like
this is
that
my big-
analogy.
Okay. Jacob,
Support.
hey Jacob,
Yeah.
can you close that tab, please? Thank you.
What is happening?
He looked up what are some noob stomper champions in League.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm gonna ask you not to use the internet to your advantage. Earl, please do the same. I can't like moderate you because I can't see your screen, so I'm gonna trust you to not.
Yeah,
look up shit.
which one of them is the more trustworthy?
Oh, Earl, easily.
Okay, so we have
Jacob's a
it.
fucking rat.
No, that's definitely true.
Hey Jacob,
Yeah.
on a scale of 1 to rat, how much rat are you?
Rat 2.
Rat 2. Good to hear. Not a true rat, but a
He's
rat
not playing
Uh,
nonetheless.
Twitch after all.
No, it's like rat times 2.
Oh, rat times 2.
2x
I don't
plus
think
1.
there's a scale that goes that high. And you're not General Sam, so you're clearly not the top of the scale. Jacob, confused about what to ban as he doesn't know what any of the characters do.
We already did the bands anyway.
Oh, ban's already done. Who got banned? Oh, we got Talon, Zed, Yasuo, Ari, and Leona.
I like the new Arc Warden skin that makes him look exactly like Blitzcrank. You know what I thought was really funny? So, Dota 2 has been releasing...
Hey, I'm going to ask you to close that tab there, buddy boy. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Jacob. Close the tab. Close the tab. No looking up builds. Close it. Close it. Not allowed. You got to do this from the cuff. You should have looked this up when you had time to practice.
So, I thought it was hilarious. I don't know how many MOBAs you play, but in every MOBA...
Oh, I play Smite.
Okay, yeah, in Smite as well. This applies to Smite as well. Every MOBA has Wukong.
I promise it doesn't.
Every MOBA
Oh, it
has
does,
Wukong.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So in Dota 2, right? Every hero for a long time they were just releasing. They're like, here's a new hero. It's the next hero from Dota 1.
Okay.
Finally, they're like, all right, here it is, boys. We're gonna make our own unique hero, only in Dota 2.
Okay.
First hero they make is Wukong. The
That's
hero
boring.
that's the hero that's both in League
That's
and
very
Smite.
boring. Hey, Wukong's not that great. Oh wait, no, Wukong's okay. Jengu Mastery is pretty strong.
I just think it's hilarious that their original hero is in 2 other MOBAs, at least.
At least, I mean, Smite has Wukong.
He's in Heroes of the Storm too, right?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't know as much
Chat.
about Heroes of the Storm. You could ask a masochist, but we don't have one here.
Do we not?
I don't think so.
I guess not.
In Heroes of the Storm?
Yeah.
More
No.
likely than you think.
Okay.
There's
more
Wukong?
likely than you think.
Wukong in my MOBA?
This could be
He is in
you.
a lot of MOBAs.
Yeah.
That's what
He's in
I'm
a
saying.
lot of MOBAs.
That's why I thought it was so funny that in Dota 2 they're like their first original hero is
Kind of
just
confused what Jacob's doing with OBS. Not really sure if.
trying to give
Struggling
himself
to get
any
him to
advantage he
capture,
can.
Screen on his computer. Is it streaming?
He's trying to squeeze out any advantage that he can.
Oh,
We need to restart.
yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead
try
and
to
restart.
stream it. I don't.
Can you not like focus this window?
Hold on. I can't pause, but we can restart the game.
We'll just count at your man.
To the howling
It
abyss.
hasn't started yet, so we figured out some. I'm still.
I don't think you want lead client. I think there's a second lead
I
option.
didn't choose.
Yeah, lead client US.
There we go. Okay.
All right, we're back in.
Minions have spawned.
Jacob has learned to read.
Has he though?
I
Or
mean,
did he
probably
just-
not. That being said, not gonna help him anyways.
No.
You can read, but understanding is another thing entirely.
Has literacy actually contributed to anything to our society?
I don't really think so. That being said, Jacob playing Arena and Earl is playing. Earl, what are you playing?
Not Kevin, that's all you need to know.
Oh, Jacob running low on health, doesn't want to give up a kill this close to 7 minutes.
Except he does.
Does that a lot actually.
He just did a McCree roll just then.
I'm curious to see what Jacob's plan is to not die on this next life. If he does, and it's still under 7 minutes, which it is by a large margin, there's a lot of time to die for Jacob here. He will lose already.
And that would... I don't think he wants to do that.
I mean, but it is fast. I'll give him that.
Yeah. At least he's not wasting anyone's time.
Going for speed. Does dive in on Earl. Earl still hurt from the previous engagement, but turns the might on him and kills
Wins.
Jacob.
And Jacob has lost.
Jacob has lost. Yes, that is what happened there.
So how do you think that's going to affect his chances of winning here?
Not looking good. Not looking too structurally integral. Not best of 3. Oh no, it is best of 3, but like you guys are gonna restart the client. Pick new heroes,
Yeah,
correct? Bands stand. Bands are still.
They keep carrying on through all. You should exit the game.
I did.
For some reason.
I think you're gonna have to set up game capture every time it opens the second
Yeah,
screen.
I
For
I think it's funny that we're only seeing Jake's perspective in all these games.
I mean, you say you learn. You learn. In life, they say you learn a lot more from failure. So it's better that we're on this side.
We're very nice to our competitors here. It's really good that it's fine that they can hear us because
Are we carrying the?
they'll
band?
receive nothing but encouragement.
I say carry the bans just so you don't have to ban new heroes every time.
Okay.
That way Jacob doesn't have to ban the character you just used every time.
You know what's funny? I thought Jake might have a chance at this game beforehand.
You know, I didn't, but it's proving myself correct, I suppose. So that's good. I mean, it's an impressive loss, if anything.
Impressively, how bad he lost, or
yeah. I mean, it's just it's really showcasing.
So now you do two.
I think
What?
it's just
You
really
get two
good
games
showcase of
Oh,
Earl's
we do
ability to
games
deal
again.
with somebody
That's
just
what I thought.
flashing in
Just
on them
doing
and
that.
slapping abilities random, willy nilly. Earl having a knowledge of this game really helping him here.
yeah, I think Jake's total lack of knowledge.
So
isn't-
sometimes that could be an advantage. You know, you don't
Yeah.
come in with preconceived notions. You don't come in with an idea of a meta. You come in with fresh ideas and a goal to win. That's it.
and then you start losing, and then you research the meta, and,
Right,
and you
right.
get rid of that quickly.
So maybe 6 months. 6 months of losing quite like this. I think he'd really have an idea of
what
this
game he's
isn't
playing,
working. Yeah.
then he might be able to start
No,
practicing.
I've got
Exactly.
two already.
Oh.
Oh, Jake using his. Oh, can I say that yet?
No. I don't think we're allowed to. That being said, he is pressing circles. Not entirely sure what it is. The stream is black for those of us at home because Jacob. I mean, the League client is actually really strange to stream, just because you have to switch the game captures so frequently. That being said, I can't even read what he's picking. Not entirely sure. Plus, I haven't played League in a long time, so I'm assuming masteries or the rune pages that's what those replaced. I'm assuming because I don't think.
Yeah, it is.
Earl, the
yeah.
rune pages no longer exist, correct?
Yeah, because you used to have to
Okay.
pay for runes. That's when I
Yes.
quit. That's when I Rage quit League originally, because it was not only do you have to pay for champions, unlike Dota, the superior game, but you also have to pay to just literally make yourself more powerful. So I was
Yeah. And it looks like we're gonna have to restart the game capture again.
that's part of the experience.
Are you just gonna have to delete it and bring it back up? I'm assuming. Okay. Maybe.
Secretly, Earl's farming that whole time.
Maybe. Yeah, we're good. OBS is back. Alright, not a black screen anymore. So much for that cut screen you designed that's no longer being used.
Earl is.
Slapping his keyboard for no good reason.
Is that what's going on? It seems like.
Jacob struggling to buy items.
Welcome to the Howling Abyss.
I don't know, try right click or something.
Finally, a customer.
It's just a delay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Storming the bridge.
Alright. We've got Firefox versus Chrome,
Minions
looks
have
like.
spawned.
Earl, what are you? Are you Chrome or Internet Explorer?
Are you
He's
playing as a
Opera.
female character? Because if Jake uses his attract ability on you, that's pretty game.
Earl was in the bushes. Jacob showing up late to lane. Not super advantageous for getting out of this alive.
And Earl power dove in League. That's surprising.
Does manage to grab a kill out of it though, putting himself at an early lead. Only needs one more to clinch this game, secure himself the best out of 3.
Yeah, Jake's the one clinching right now.
Actually, he's
clinching his butt cheeks. What he's doing.
that being said, Earl staying in tower pretty long.
Ooh, oh, and Jake does that.
Almost.
Calm
Earl
down,
manages to get away, even though spent ignite on him, I believe, if not correct. Flashes back in, pops his shield, and gets the kill. Impressive. Didn't know Earl had abilities, it seems. But Jacob underestimated the fact that Q and E and R did something.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not R.
Is the-
Q and W and
Go.
E. The game is not still going.
Should we tell
Earl
him
has
that-
taken.
that he lost?
Yeah, we should tell him he lost. Go ahead and close league there, Jacob. You didn't need
You
it. Anyway.
you lost that one, Jake.
Okay, both of our competitors are getting to their default starting space, so to speak.
Do you ever eat a thing of celery and you just feel like it's just in your mouth forever and you can never swallow it?
That's kind of why I don't eat celery.
Fair enough.
The thing about celery is it's just it's good. The only thing is it's just a bit fibrous, not super easy to chew.
True.
Nope, 3, 2, and 1, go. Both standing up from the idol, I'm assuming. Earl, not sure, but could be lost. Somehow I doubt it. Looks to be that they're going to make their way up to the fight cutscene and open up the boss, spamming through the cutscenes as fast as they can.
Face me.
I remember actually watching this boss already. Very cool boss. Very cool fighting style. Really helps showcase fluid battle. Very free animations as far as fighting style.
What are you, some kind of
No, but I think it's really well executed. There's not a whole lot of games that do something quite as well as it could. The fluidity into what's it called? The counters is really impressive. And also like not too familiar, but rather nice with death glow. What's that? It has like the
telegram.
Yeah, telegraph. It's well telegraphed, and honestly, it's really they're difficult to see or far away. But, ooh, Jacob taking a blow to the head with that one.
And when you have that, how that looks,
Gets the max guard break. What is it, guard break? It's a posture. It's just to break the boss's posture. Get his life bars down through the I don't know what that kind of version of darkness.
Critical.
Here's the version of the backstab.
well, I mean, in Dark Souls you can get critical without backstab.
Yeah.
Guard break.
Good to see though. Ooh, there's that one. Not doesn't get any extra damage or posture break.
It's playing like Wagner.
Ooh, Jacob taking a lot of damage, starting to get a little bit flustered. Does manage to heal himself up, but he is taking a lot of damage. Managed to get posture break earlier. And he's threatening it again. Gets a bit of a knockdown. Dodges too early for the bow. A little bit tight. Does fall.
But you know what they say?
Never keep a good man down. Tries to go for a dash. Necessarily. And does get pretty close to knockdown. Dodge away and heal himself. Has 6 healing boards remaining. Not entirely sure about Earl's progress, but assuming things are looking a little bit. Yeah, I could go. I'll go scouting.
I'm doing it.
But only just, and Earl still has his respawn. Jacob's gonna have to play this really cleanly.
Jake's more ahead than you think, because
His posture, yes, that's true.
once that goes away.
Well, it's phase 1.
Oh, okay.
This boss does have 2 phases. We are going to be in this for a little bit of a ride. The second phase being a little bit more, I guess you could say, the second one is the mechanics the bosses fight. Earl may be able to handle this phase a little better. And the second phase a little worse. Or
He has watched the ending. That'll help him
that's
deal
a
with.
clear advantage.
You know,
Which avatar?
I mean, like the lightning thing.
Yeah, well, I didn't remember. Blue people can have lightning too. Earl goes into phase 2. Jacob takes the second life orb and enters phase 2 just behind him. Earl still with a respawn, if I'm not incorrect. That's true. Earl with a respawn. So Earl slightly ahead with a safety net. Jacob not far behind without a actually with his respawn back. So they should be both fairly equal. Wait. He does kind of go hollow, I guess, but he basically like lets the power out of it. That being said, as with most fighting games, there's a basically mechanic areas and times where you're going to be able to do damage to the boss. But in this one, he only has one life orb, so it only costs the break once in order to defeat it. We'll see if we'll be able to get to that first with the components, or just the build. So far, just very up in posture. Earl raising his hand. I'm not sure if that's what he's done, or... Earl, did you finish? Earl's done. Hands are up in the air. Jacob is close behind him. Just has to use his respawn. But dies again and succumbs to the boss. Very close.
Well,
Very
Jake, go ahead
difficult.
and finish, Jake. You're almost over.
It's not. Because he has to do it again. Alright, Jacob alt-tabbing out of the game. Earl goes up 4-1 in the games. Fairly promising display. That was I don't know. Jacob, have you beaten that boss in Sekiro before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
so
think
you've beaten
Jake's
Sekiro.
problem is that
Earl
he-
also has beaten Sekiro, so that game was fairly half and half.
I think the problem is that Jake exercises too much, and so he's not enough of a gamer.
I keep forgetting that Jake exercises because his frail toothpick body is
Well, he doesn't eat. He just exercises.
no eat, just exercise. Curious to see. That was probably like the first half and half game besides SSX.
Yeah.
That being said, this was like, I guess the first half and half blind game, or not non-blind game. SSX was more of a
Right.
who's going to pay attention to the game and experiment in the right ways. to
I think it was
understand.
more of a who's gonna just mash the right buttons purely by coincidence. Because programmers don't really know anything else.
If Jacob wants to switch OBS, maybe we might be able to show it to you. They are loading into Dota now. And we'll get into 1v1s. That being said, Earl, not waiting for him whatsoever, because actually, no, they're pick.
He's a true competitor.
Here, it's going. Alright, Shadow Fiend 1v1s, no raindrops, any other forbidden items?
Runes.
No what?
Runes.
No runes, no raindrops. Let's see who can land their raises.
If you know what I'm saying.
I don't. I actually don't. What was the joke
Which
for that one?
guide is good for
No.
Land their raises.
I mean, you know, win the match. I didn't actually think of anything.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it was funny to say, if you know what I mean.
You know, not a bad go-to.
Yeah, it's.
Unfortunately, I asked a question about
I know.
it,
I was really hoping you wouldn't.
All right, both loading in.
They're-
Fountain. Let's see.
Jake's playing on the Sekiro map. You know, if we'd played this before Sekiro, the Sekiro map may have hyped him up enough to win.
For Earl to listen, Jacob's buying some mangoes, a green thing, a salve, a branch,
thing. Okay,
and
I'll
some
be,
like
I'll be the
sword-looking
technical
thing.
commentator for this one.
He's got a sword-looking thing. What's
he
that?
has 3 mangoes, a circlet, a salve, a fairy fire, and a tango. Now, not a tango, not a tango, a branch, an iron
That's
branch.
a branch.
An iron
You're
branch.
a technical commentator.
An iron branch.
All right, so he's got a pokey thing.
What
He's
are
got
the
some
win cons
mangoes.
again? What are the win cons again?
Win cons are don't be a bitch and kill him.
It's CS at 10 minutes, first to 2 kills, or first to take tower.
First to 2 kills, CS 10 minutes, first to take tower. Jacob, standing, waiting for wave. Hasn't picked his abilities yet, strangely. That being said, if he doesn't pick all 3 raises, he's probably a moron.
I know
Wait,
you get
no,
three.
you can only pick one.
It comes with all three.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah, it's one ability. But
Jacob, are you going to take raises?
Yeah, Earl needs to know. Yeah, but he doesn't need to say.
Actually,
We'll
it's a
say it
big-
for
it's
him.
a big- It doesn't. It makes a big difference.
It what?
It makes a big difference. So one of his abilities will give him more damage, and one of his abilities will. What is?
Should I not say it out loud then?
No, you really shouldn't.
Okay, all right. That's fair enough.
What is his? I don't remember.
Well, because I know, like, basically Shadow Fiend has raises, and then his other one is, like, damage. It's not, like, intelligence stolen. Like
No, it's
OG,
number of creeps killed.
That's right. I was trying to remember what procced the...
But I don't remember what his
charges
other
on it.
ability is.
I don't think it's his ult.
No, he has like.
I'm trying to remember what that is.
So the one to the right of the.
Right, that's a passive, correct?
Yeah. So. I don't know. Say we just picked the one.
I know we can't say it. We literally cannot say what he just picked. I know what he's just picked, and it's an interesting choice. I don't know what Earl's picked, but I'm gonna go look.
What did Earl pick? No, I'm just kidding. I guess I should look. as
We
well.
can't say. I mean, it's not super surprising, but interesting to see. I think I kind of understand the mindset behind their picks for abilities. That being said, Earl and Jacob both hitting level 2, so they both have Necromastery and raises at their disposal now. Unsure if Earl has more Necromastery charges than Jacob. However, both fairly similar health. Jacob used his salve. That should be obvious
What was
to Earl.
interesting
so
that
that's
Earl just used his Iron Branch there, to eat, and that gives him like an extended tango.
Oh, because it plants the tree, so that way it doesn't get like removed if he takes damage. Correct?
Well, okay, so all tangos work that way, but if you plant an Iron Branch and then eat that tree, your
Yeah.
tango lasts longer.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
So extended
Regen, HP
regen, but
yeah.
does is Jacob able to do that since he no longer has a salve?
He doesn't have a tank. You don't do it with cells. You do it with tangos.
Oh, so Jacob didn't buy tangos.
No,
Making sure
his,
that-
but the Iron Witch does give you +1 to all stats.
right. It's not a bad item for like filler if you just have money left over.
I mean,
Oh, Jacob getting a lot of raises off. Not enough mana to let loose his long raise, but does
that's
manage.
what the mango is for.
Got a little bit extra. Pulled it
Eats-
off.
Sucks in that mango and gets some extra damage.
Earl dying already. Jacob electing to ignore the haste rune for reasons unbeknownst to me.
Probably trying to bait him.
He said it's against the rules.
Oh, is it against the rules?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know. I don't understand why he didn't do it though.
All right, coming back in, manages to snag a little raise on him before he's able to fall back to the high ground. Looking not super structurally integral, but is going to try and find some regen for himself from the courier.
So one time Jake was playing Josh, who's also in the Discord, and Josh always like talks about how how he's like an ancient player and everything.
Sure,
And,
whatever that means.
He like boosted himself. Anyway, he was playing Jake mid, and Jake kept buying salves, and he kept complaining about Jake buying salves. Like, oh, that's not what you would do, in a real game or whatever. You're
Right, but that's kind of the objective of 1v1, isn't it?
well, no, you would do it in a real game anyway.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just funny.
Well, he's basically back up to full health. Mana not looking as full, but I can't see Earl's mana since he's an enemy anyways.
So what's interesting about Dota is that because in League, the whole goal of CS is to make you stronger so you can then kill your opponent.
Right.
In Dota, it actually even if you could win without even ever killing them or even hitting the tower once if you can make it to 10 minutes.
Ooh, Earl whiffs his medium range raise on him, and Jacob closes the distance, actually doing a significant amount of damage. Gets the long range raise, not enough damage to finish him off.
Does not go in.
Gonna
Does
let-
take a tower hit.
Earl fall back a little bit farther to get a salve or some form of regen back. Jacob falling back to do the same, looking for a reset here. That
No,
being
it's-
said, actually
Jacob's in a good
Earl's
place here 'cause he can
still
bully.
low on damage. Jacob closing the distance and secures the second kill. Medium range raise is all she wrote. Radiant victory, even though the Ancient was not touched.
Doesn't
Curious.
seem right, does it?
No, I mean, I wouldn't put, if I was that ancient, I wouldn't put a self-destruct button inside of your weakest person to send out to fight. That being said, Jacob takes it fairly convincingly. Is this going to be best of 3, or are you willing to admit defeat, Earl?
Alright, I seem to read this.
Oh, best of 3. Let's go back in.
By that he means that he doesn't admit defeat.
Gonna make the custom lobby, invite Earl back in, and get us back into the action.
As they say.
They do say that from time to time.
You ready?
Yeah.
Looks like both players are ready. Earl
If you know what I
electing
mean.
to go into the 5th slot on his team for reasons unbeknownst to me. Both, no surprise here, picking Shadow Fiend, and maybe we will or will not elect to reveal Jacob's items to Earl this time as well. I feel like it's fitting.
What is
Earl's at a loss. He could use a little bit more help.
Oh, right. I knew something like that.
Doesn't sound like a super important ability for somebody like Shadow Fiend.
Well,
Going against
it
tanks,
lets you do
sure.
more to right-click damage.
Right, but I mean, like, how much armor does Shadow Fiend have by default? Not that
No,
much.
it reduces enemy armor.
Or just enemy armor.
Right, so you're reducing...
Right. Yeah, yes. It's not that good.
It's pretty good late game.
It's
Right,
better
but
against
again,
other
like,
heroes.
against like
It's not
tanks
something
and
you
stuff
level
like
up
that.
early.
It's
Yeah.
really good against strength heroes.
Yeah, like things like Axe or something. Probably very
Yeah.
useful against like Call's ability to give himself extra armor, right?
Pudge. Really good
Pudge.
against Pudge.
Definitely good against Pudge. Other, beefy characters.
Well,
Characters are going to have abilities that give them extra armor or items.
I'm thinking
like we
actually
built.
low armor ability characters is better because you can get them into negative armor.
Oh, take additional damage. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Jacob, looking to
Kill
max
Pudge real
rank
fast.
his armor reduction ability.
That's what he's doing.
Very sure. Seems confident in his build, going with the Circlet, Mango, Iron Branch, Fairy Fire, and Salve again. Earl, you're welcome. Try and do a little bit better this time. Maybe buy an MKB. It'll be fine.
Is that? Do you just know what MKB is?
Yeah,
Do you know what BKB is?
yeah.
Do you know what Bracer is?
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, like, you're talking about like Toggle Bracer?
30 seconds to
No, that's Armlet.
Okay, Armlet. Bracer, no. No, I don't know Bracer. I know Armlet, though.
I don't think what they're saying in chat is TOS.
What are they saying? What did you say? Hey, what did you say? Jacob?
You'll have to watch
What
it.
did you say?
You have to watch it.
Jacob, what did you say?
It wasn't that bad.
Okay, fine. That's okay. I was gonna say, elect to give you a penalty of no mouse privileges for the next 10 minutes.
Stop! I'm blocking.
Just the commentator just actually goes.
It
back
just
and
goes over and takes the mouse away.
Actually makes him lose.
That being said, I mean, he still made it out with his first wave, so no harm, no foul, right, Jacob?
Almost screwed up his block. Gave Earl a huge lead.
I mean, if anything, so like my so there's two schools of philosophy when it comes to blocks, because you could either go for like a really good block or like no block at all. So they bring them basically, you could more or less time it. You either meet in the middle, or if you fake them out and they think you're going for a regular block, they'll actually push. They'll let their wave come up to your high ground.
No, yeah, that definitely can happen, but it's not gonna happen this game.
Probably not, no.
Most people aren't gonna
Both of our
risk it.
opponents not smart enough to play mind games with the other.
Definitely not.
Earl
Bless you.
seems frustrated with something. I'm not sure what happened, but does say, "Are you kidding me?" Something tells me the game is not kidding him.
No. Usually video games.
Fairly straightforward.
Yeah, they don't.
Earl gets 2 raises off. Jacob responds with his own as well. A little bit delayed, but looks like both. Actually, I don't know if Jacob whiffed that last long range.
Earl just went out. of
Earl
vision.
went a
And
little bit too far to the right with
As
his
true
raise.
commentators, we can only see one player.
I mean, what are you gonna do? There's nothing we can do about it. Earl actually whiffs another raise, takes one to the face, and falls. Not able to get away from Jacob. And Jacob looking at his items, looking to maybe spend some of that gold that he just earned off of being a murderer. I'm not really sure what Null Talisman does, but it looks like that's the one he's
It
queuing up.
increases the damage in his abilities. And
Earl really not doing so hot with his raises. Walking into tower.
I don't know.
Looking for Seb. Seb, where
I
are
like
you going?
how Earl decides to feed, but then uses his magic wand to prevent himself from dying as
feeding.
quickly.
Yeah.
Right. It's an interesting way of feeding.
Had a goal. Had a goal in mind.
I mean, maybe didn't go about it the same way that I would, but he got it done.
That's a shameful display. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Earl. You fight to the end. There's no quitters in Dota. That being said, there are definitely quitters in Dota.
I don't know.
I think that I met a Pudge that fed down mid that would disagree with you.
Ooh.
And me when I.
And then we won that game.
All right, Jacob ends Earl's winning streak, takes it up to 4-2. Looking to build back to a tie, try and close that gap, get a little bit closer. That being said,
We still
Earl
have melee and
needs-
ultimate.
Yeah, but actually, this is 1-6. Earl actually only needs 2 victories to win. That being said, we are entering the portion of games that Earl does not have a good chance of winning. Alright, let's Wagner versus Enkairu. I still don't know anything about traditional fighters. Yeah, you need to talk about this game because I still don't know what's going on. I mean, it's combos.
So Earl is doing what Jake did essentially and just playing with your trash characters to flex on him.
I was in Kaiju not good.
No, I mean everyone's okay in this game. It's not like mainly with just garbage characters, but he's not the best. But Earl is better than Jake.
Divide. What about multiply?
In Japan, they actually don't multiply things; they only divide.
Oh, I got you.
They call it negative dividing.
I think it would be inverse, actually.
So do you want to talk about the gameplay mechanics or the lore, which is more important?
What Gurren Lagann character do you think Earl is right now?
In real life?
Yeah, well, I guess like in this game.
Just in the context of Eunice?
Yeah, in the context of Eunice, what Gurren Lagann character is he right now?
I feel like he would be the sniper lady. She's always like showing everyone else up. by
I
being
guess.
better than them. Jake would definitely be Jake would definitely be like some random just like NPC. Because I can't really compare him to Canada, because Canada is like actually useful, and then Simon's always actually useful, and even like the little rat actually like.
Can we literally look at my comment?
What? Okay. Mark Couch, if you're watching the stream, there you are. Merc Couch. So Wagner is kind of like the equivalent of Falco. Or Fox maybe.
Okay.
Brushdown.
Okay.
Mark, the character Earl's playing. The last character he was playing was Jake, but much better. Like better.
Yeah. So this one he's Dawson.
Yeah, essentially. I don't know who to compare him to. Or I guess Mark, kind of, because he's like a
Long range.
spacey, yeah, spacing and
Really good at
stuff.
space.
But I mean, it's not really.
Materials.
It's more. Everyone's more aggressive.
Ooh, he's got fire.
Yeah. I like his victory screen where he just like plays. Maybe. Unless Jake wins. Oh, he's getting off a combo. Nice.
Ooh, drops it into a couple hits. Not enough to survive.
Watch what happens when
Ooh, comes out strong. Unfortunate for Jacob, Earl jumped out of start, so that charge misses. Spends a lot of his EXS meter. Looks like Jacob's holding a nice little healthy lead, but Earl has plenty of meters to spend. So if he can get out of the corner and get out of his kind of rush down a little bit, find an opening, use some of his gear. Oh, it looks like he's using it.
You can hear him playing better because he's hitting his,
Yeah, he's hitting his fucking keys a lot harder.
sign of a pro.
Ooh.
Oh, spinning them around.
Jacob holding some good blocks.
Yep. He switched his shield as well. You wouldn't think that the rushdown character would have a shield. Or no, I guess you would.
It's a pretty small shield.
Yeah, it's like a rushdown. So the shield lets her get in, right?
Looks like Jacob teched out of that combo. Not quite enough to hold him there.
I like how he tears it on
Look at the snake. Slippery snake. Ooh, gets eaten by the snake and into the combo. Pretty cool little check there. Actually, really curious to see having to deal with blocks from multiple sides.
It reminds. Oh, Jake takes that round. Very nice.
1-1.
It reminds me of you know Roadhog in Street Fighter 5, the British guy, Birdie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Roadhog in Street Fighter 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. They
Jacob's
broke the
game
game.
just crashed.
No, it's just loading.
My game crashed.
Very
My
cool.
game- the game.
That's a feature
Your game
of
crashed.
Unist.
No, like his game disconnected.
Jake.
What do we call that one? I guess like do another one, same characters, and then this round decides that one. I think that seems fair.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a little different because of the X and stuff like that, but whatever.
This game has
We're just gonna have to deal with it. Like that's probably the best answer we're gonna get, as long as both of you guys are okay with it. Jacob's trying to gain some ground. Ooh, kind of like falls into that tech stab though. The only thing is I don't know if Earl actually really wanted to move in. I mean, he's getting some good combos out, but I feel like he doesn't like that.
He
tech
wants to
grab
keep his
pull
distance.
himself in. He actually wants to like stay further away.
I think it was worth it for the amount of damage he gets.
I think so too. He
he's
managed to
eating
get
it
some
now,
like
right?
really good combos out.
I think he can
Ooh.
do what he wants now.
Pretty decent combos. Manages to avoid the charge and the like kind of link up B. Ooh, does manage
Okay,
to
now
drop back
Earl,
down
you gotta
into
finish
the,
Jake off because I
low.
love Merc.
Okay, so that's
Um,
two. That's in theory though. That's 2 for Earl.
Right, so
No,
Jake.
I won the first.
Did you win the first one?
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, I won
Yeah, he did.
No, he won the first set. I won the first.
But so did.
Yeah, but then Earl won the second set and then we crashed on 1-1.
Yeah, you each had one round.
Yeah, Jacob, you crashed on 1-1.
You each had one round.
You were third twice.
Yes.
You were third twice.
So let him kill you, because I want to see. Just whatever.
Just fight it out.
Screw it.
But
Yeah,
like,
screw it.
I'm pretty sure that's 2 sets for Earl.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because we said when that started, this round decides it. Honestly, I love hearing this. Like, it feels like gaming, you know what I mean?
Like the thing for me is like traditional fighters are so cool, and there's so many really cool traditional fighter games. I just so can't do it. It's kind of a problem.
Does that do more damage if you mash it? Okay, watch this. He pins him up.
Oh my god! Just red leader.
Yeah, because
Ah!
most fighters, when the game ends, they're just like, yeah, I got him, whatever.
He's just like,
He
I'm
just,
taking
like,
him back to my nest.
I'm gonna
With
eat
my
you now.
children.
5? Is that cool?
I mean that's best of 2 to Earl, so best of 5 sounds fine. This is. Are you at 5? No, you're at 4, Earl, right? Is it 4-4 right
This is,
now? It's 4-4 right now.
this is
Oh, 4-4. 4-4.
軽いけどやるしかないな。
So Jacob will have a chance to come back with anti-shooter if he can't. He has to. Well, so like my thing is, Jacob's got to run a 3-set perfectly. He's got to do 3 sets in a row.
Here's,
Best of 5.
here's a question. Relevant to this.
Yeah.
Who would win in the death battle? Fanon or the guy from Castlevania with the whip? Simon Belmont.
Simon Belmont. Probably.
No, not Simon Belmont. The new guy. The guy in the show.
Richter.
No, the guy in the show.
I haven't watched the show.
No, whatever. Trevor Belmont.
Trevor Belmont. What a fucking. How do you go from Simon and Richter. Or wait, what was it? What was it?
Forever.
No. Before that, like Simon.
Simon Richter. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you go from those cool names? Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont. Hi, my name's Trevor.
Well, he is like the worst one, right?
Is it?
But the original Belmont was like some other guy, right? In the prequel.
Photon seems like God, really getting
Photon.
like cool. Yeah, it's Photon, whatever.
I'll
Really
play
kind of
myself.
crazy spacing, but also like pretty crazy combos in the corner.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't like that simple.
Ooh, don't manage to
Well, in the like Ronaldo videos, like there's like a PS2.
Earl, you gotta take your headphones off.
Alright.
No, you gotta like pull them down.
Sets
Oh, is her
to
whip a
Earl.
snake?
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my god, this looks terrible!
That's what I told you, it's like a Roblox zombie game.
It is a Roblox shooter.
So the goal.
What is this?
So in this game, you really want to get headshots, because you can just one-shot them with headshots, pretty much.
What happened? You just kill them?
Yeah,
Oh!
they're like like robots or something. Are they like androids?
Oh, you just murder them!
They're not like.
Oh,
actual
no!
ghosts. They just like look like that. They're like robots or something. They're like zombie robots or something like that.
Oh,
Is this mine?
I don't know.
I
Mine's back there.
Is this yours, Jeff?
No.
Okay, this must have been mine.
Oh no, this is terrifying.
Well, I mean, I told you, it's like a Roblox.
Jacob, this is school shooter practice.
I like that game from No Game No Life.
This is
What game
terrible.
is-
What
what
is
game
this?
is it?
This isn't
No
even
Game
like
No
the
Life.
I haven't
pants.
watched it.
This
I know
isn't
it's
even
an
like the
anime.
pantsu gun where you like make them like kneel over and it's not like they're like falling over dead. They die.
Yeah, they're like robots, like I said.
They're
not-
just like
they're
I
not
wanted
actually
to
human.
play like a sit in the center like whatever shooter zombie thing, but like I just wanted to shoot anime people.
Yeah, shoot
Why?
them. That's the name of the game. Is shoot them.
I know, but like
This is. Look, this is the beauty of Unity being available to everyone.
I don't think this is the beauty of Unity being available. I don't like this.
See, no, it is because back when games were not
Ooh,
something
Earl's
that
on
anyone
3.
could just throw together.
Earl's on 3.
Earl's on 3.
Earl's on 3. Ooh.
You can hear the power, the gaming power.
Let us know when he finishes 3.
Screens are making me stronger.
Oh, they scream?
Yeah, they go.
What?
They go like, oh.
Oh no! This is worse. Also, your hands are made out of like fucking clay. Alright, Earl wins. Earl wins. GG's.
GG.
First to 6. Earl's the winner.
We still need to do.
Decathlon winner of the
We still
year.
need to do.
Handshakes all around.
Should we do a post-game interview?
Yeah, we could do post-game interviews.
Do you want to
Can
do
we get a
this?
You do
choice,
it.
please?
You do it. You do it. I don't know.
Congratulations! 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 Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Earl, very proud of your performance today. How do you feel getting some HRX high-res merch?
Oh yeah.
And I guess like your dinner paid for and not having to pay for my dinner? Is that like part of the
It just
deal?
keeps getting worse
No,
every.
it's just one.
It's like the person who loses has to buy
Oh, okay.
choice from the
Okay,
Koreans.
okay.
Feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, so like I said, I hit the top of my wave in the middle of the
yeah.
competition and kind of came crashing down after that for a little while.
How do you feel about the start? Like, I mean, you had a rocky start. Granted, you did have to go first at SSX, so you couldn't watch what the other person was doing.
Mhm.
It was kind of unfortunate. But you did very poorly. Very bad at that one. How do you you feel a little disappointed? Do you want to you feel like you could have ended it faster?
I mean, I definitely have never played a game that quite made me feel like as much of a brain dead child.
That's fair. That's fair.
I still don't even really know what was going on.
I mean, do snowboarders really know what's going on?
They all have brain damage.
Do any of? I mean, yours
If it's like
yours do.
anything.
No. Yours have brain damage.
Spine, brain.
I don't know how they're alive.
I don't either.
I don't know
Very
if they're alive.
soulless.
But that was
Tortured existence.
that was really good. Really exciting. Y'all put on a really good fight for all of us. Taking it back to 4-4 was very impressive, Jacob. Even though you were slated to win those games.
It's all.
It's all scripted. But
This one was not. This
one wasn't scripted.
This
Unix-
was a real.
Eunice was really exciting.
Sekiro was also,
We're excited to see that.
I think-
Sekiro was really close. I think
I
that's what really
Ultimate
happened
was-
is like you kind of took those like 50-50s. There was enough 50-50s in there that you took that brought you to 6 within 10.
I think I could have won Ultimate, but if I didn't pick.
I mean, Jake does.
I'm kind of
Jake,
so like
Jake had
We would have actually.
I'm
been
kind of
oh,
glad
that's
you
true.
didn't stay
Yeah,
on
you played your-
Little Mac because like Jake didn't have Joker, so like
Yeah.
it's kind of that's a tough one.
that's
If
fair.
Jake had
You
Joker,
hate to see it.
would have been more convincing.
That being said, that was the tournament setup. You got to play by the rules. But anyway, I mean, I think the results were still kind of good. Just like
No, it was a good. Yeah.
it was
a
good.
good-
It was a good
good
competition. It was close. Everybody got to show off like certain skills and games they're good at. Really kind of make it like I don't know, just a really exciting like middle was exciting because we had Ultimate and a couple other 50-50s in there.
we had
At least with like the
we had,
first
Blob
half.
game.
Yeah, we had the Blob game that nobody knew anything. So as Sex and
Well,
Blob
it
and,
kind
and
of about what I was saying though is that Earl has more traditional fighting game experience. But
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
these games were.
that being said, was able to. I think that's kind of what it was. You have more fighting game experience, and you have a little bit more like I guess like not necessarily MOBA experience, but having League and Overwatch in your pocket
And Dota.
kind of helped. I mean, not Dota.
No, he
No.
plays Dota. He's good at Dota.
No, I know, but he lost Dota. Like
He
real
lost
bad.
mid, but he is good at Dota.
Okay, but he had like having League, actually having Overwatch in your pocket was good.
Yeah.
Plus, like being able to take Shaq Fu, and honestly, Shaq Fu and the Blob, whatever.
Oh, I miss it.
Like having that was just like really lucky, but you kind of like figured out something that worked. It worked out in your favor. Got a win, and I mean that's really all you can ask for in a decathlon is a brutal and trying.
It
to
was.
one like
It was
this.
tough.
I'm
It was
proud of
tough.
I mean, realistically, this thing went for like this was like 3 hours of decathlon gaming
Pure game.
of just like gaming competition. So realistically, congratulations to both of you for not like falling over or like asking for G Fuel or something.
I mean, he brought the fuel, all the fuel you needed over there.
Oh yeah, sponsored by Truly.
Sponsored.
This is
But,
gonna- this is
Wait,
gonna
wait,
be
wait.
really-
This is gonna.
So now that it's all said and done, Earl is truly.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
We still have that
getting
here.
slightly drunk gave me the brain damage I needed to
Really
I mean, that being said, I think all in all, are both of you happy with how you performed today?
I'm not.
I'm happy.
I'm glad.
I'm not happy with how I performed as a commentator.
What?
I'm not happy with how I performed as a commentator.
Well, make peace with that because it's too late. Life moves on, and you'll never get to go back and do this again.
That's fair.
If we count making the overlay as a game, then
Jacob's a winner in chat's heart, I guess. The one person in chat because Jacob repents. We're dirty sinners. But no, go. We'll close the stream out. Go get some dinner. Congratulations to winning. Competitors shake hands.
Avery's watching Tyler, I think, in the chat right now.
No, oh, is it Tyler?
Jake, Earl, shake hands. Wish each other good match. Happy decathlon.
Happy to cat.
Yep, punch him in the arm.
We're gonna go get some
Everyone has the
Excel notepad paper. We'll be back later.
that would be good.
And to all you in chat.
That's all that I
How
know.
many viewers do we have? 3?
3 viewers, one of which being us.
One of you, I was watching on the.
Oh, shit.
has confirmed that he is indeed silent.
Alright.
Well, to Siler,
Thanks for all the things.
thanks for watching. Thanks for bringing food. This was a great event. Happy to share it with my friends.
And me.
Shan and Phil can go get fucked.
Wait, shouldn't Phil be here by now?
Phil should have been here half an hour
I
ago.
told him not. I told him just come to the.
Honestly, probably better. But
I think Troy's
Either choice or Cuban. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this awful shit show. Go find something better to do with your time. We'll see you later.
I'm Dax, and this is Minty.
This is Minty, and you've been pranked.
Got him.